Is it possible to sound like Peter Steele for less than $100? Today, we're going to find out. Back in March 2020, I made an entire video all about Peter Steele's bass rig. And in that video, we discovered Peter's pedalboard is extremely easy to recreate. Peter only used distortion, chorus, and delay. The good people over at Donner Music have asked me to try out their distortion, chorus, and delay pedals. What is a better way to try out these pedals and recreate Peter Steele's bass tone? For the sake of full transparency, Donner has provided the three pedals I'm going to be looking at today. However, my opinions remain my own. Let's take a look at what we got here. The Donner Extreme Driver is a new take on an old classic, but their version has three new distortion modes, which is a great addition: normal mode, tube mode, and ultra mode. For Pete's sound, I've gone with the ultra setting, which really complements bass guitars by fattening up that sound without losing any bottom end. It also has plenty of gain on tap if needed. The tone control works well. In this case, I'm backing it off just a little bit to give me a bit more body to the tone. I paired up the Extreme Driver with Donner's Tutti Chorus, a very subtle sounding chorus that isn't too distracting or wild. All the settings are very mild, just to widen that fizzy tone. I've cranked up the chorus and lowered the driver's output a tad, as the driver is extremely loud, which is brilliant, but in this circumstance it overpowers the chorus. And lastly, the yellow full delay. Just your normal vintage sounding delay pedal, which sounds very faithful. Looking at Pete's settings, he had everything at noon, but I feel it's best to add delay to taste. Otherwise the sound just becomes too unwieldy. Peter may have liked this, but I do not. If you take a look at live videos of Typo performing, Pete does switch his pedals on and off throughout the set. From my experience, I'd say this could be the delay. Pedals are only a very small part of Peter's sound. He also used DR Black Beauties from 65 to 130, extremely loud amplifiers, a Music Man style pickup, and a custom Fernandez sustainer. I also have to admit having big hands is a huge plus. If you'd like to hear the whole story about all of the gear Peter has used, can I invite you to take a look at my Peter Steele bass rig? Links are in the description. I really like the direction Donner is taking in modernising guitar effects pedals. They've been adding new features to old classics and shrunken them down to an ideal size, getting rid of those cumbersome shells and the redundant battery compartments. Donner's whole ethos is afford your music dreams. And really, for what's on offer, I can't argue with that. For a fraction of the price, you can get one of Donner's pedals and sound just as good as the original counterpart, which is great news for musicians like us who are cash strapped but still want to get our feet wet with the joys and toys of effects pedals. If you'd like to see Donna's full range, use the links in the description and tell them that I sent you. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.